Hello, Fever River Rail fans, and welcome to welcome to the Work Bench. This is going to be a new series where I show off some of the work I do around here, which isn't much, but I do some stuff. Initially, the first episode was going to be of a painting project, but that's on hold until I get decals. I'm not refilming anything so that I'm still gonna sound like it's episode 1 till the end. But anyhow, I got my Broadway Limited T1 here, and it threw one of its traction tires this weekend at our open house. So we're gonna go ahead and try to get it put back on. Now, I think I want to remove the connecting rods here first. This probably isn't actually going to help, but we'll see. So, fortunately, Broadway includes a tool for this. Real nice, handy tool. I'm going to be careful not to screw any of that up. And we're going to go ahead and put the crank pin here into my screwdriver case where it's nice and safe, along with the tool. So it's a nice little hex driver. So we're going to go ahead and set that back out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and turn this up a little more. Get both of those pushed out of the way. Did I just see something fall? Oh, there is a washer there. Let's see, grab a tweezer. Okay, looks like that'll go between those. So let's go ahead and put that there. And once again, lift the main rod up to where it's out of the way. And just like a normal tire, you're gonna want to work this around. Fortunately, that's about as far out of the way as I can get that. Alright, let's see here. I'm wondering if it would be easier just to take the bottom of this off and put this wheel on, or put this on separately. I'm thinking that might be the best case. Let's take a look at the bottom here. It looks like 2 screws holding the back one in place, but I don't want to risk messing up the crank rod, so we're going to keep trying this way. Might put some oil on that when I put it back together, because that is kind of grimy there. So once again, get that well out of the way. I wish I could get that one a little further. Alright, let's see here. Oh, that's part of the brake rigging. Let's see. we are going to go ahead and change up here a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and try to put this back in. Just enough where I can pull this driver out. So let's see, got some Phillips. Start with that one. Where did I put my tweezer? There's the tweezer. That's a flathead. I don't know why I got a flathead out. I think it was in my way. Alright. There's the rear truck out of the way, and as you can see here is the switch for the smoker unit. Alright. And to this one. Alright. Let's see here. I think I need to remove the brake rigging. Oh, yep, there's another screw there. Cool. Alright, and there's that out of the way. Alright. So now we're going to go ahead remove the first crank pin from the offside where the tire is missing. Put that back there. Pick my wrench up again. Nope. I am so worried about ruining the rigging there and all that. So there we go. There is the driver pulled out there. Unfortunately, there's no oh no, there are turned bearings on the wheel itself. That makes sense. Alright, so there we have the driver with the missing traction tire off there, and here we are with the tire. Alright, there we go. That is back on nicely. And now to return this to how it was. So I'm going to take my flathead here. We're going to get the bearings turned in the correct direction. I guess I didn't take the flathead, but you know what I mean. Okay, there we go. Now that those are orientated correctly, we're going to take this piece back and tighten the screw back down. And grab the other screw and do the same. All right. And there we go. Back in. All right, so next we are going to go ahead and take one of the outer cranks and try to get the crank pin put back in. Fortunately, nothing here is magnetic, so my hand is probably going to be very much be in your way for a good portion of this. I know it's certainly going to be in mine. Now, piss. This is what I wanted to avoid. Okay. All right, 1 second. Okay, I've been unable to find my preferred set of tweezers, so we're going to be using this one, I guess. Maybe. Let's see. The head into the driver. All right, head in the driver. Threads kind of in the hole. Now it's gone. All right, so shit. Okay, another idea. Hopefully. I don't know. All right. So I guess we are just going to very gently lay this to its side like so. Further. All right. One second. All right, now we're ready to go. So first move that one out of the way. Bring that in like so. I don't like the angle, so we're gonna do this one on my own. Bring you guys back for the side where we were working on. Okay, there is the first one. Now I guess before we move on, we got to get the other screw out. All right, here we go. I got the screw back, the crank pin. Did have to completely take the shell off though. There we go. So let's go ahead and get this put back together now. So let's see. First and foremost, we want to get the first crank pin set. We want to grab the bushing. And finally, the main pin, or main rod. This did actually come off on me, so I guess I want to make sure the rods all move right. Not 100% sure that's correct, but that's what we're going with. Alright, so I did screw the rest of this up. So we'll start back from 1. Alright. Nudge that into place and get the main rod into position gently. I think that's good. Next, we take the pin and we get it fit into there to start. And then we come to the tool and try to find the hole. Right, so I'm missing the hole very much here. All right, there we go. And there we go. There is the traction tire returned to where it belongs. And I guess in case you were wondering, that's what the T1, this is what the Broadway T1 looks like without its shell. So let's go ahead and show you how to put the shell back on here then. Alright, so to remove the shell, you are going to have to pull some of the hand iron, grab irons out, and then there's 2 up front as well. So before starting, make sure none of the wires are going to be coming back out. Piss. The front grab irons may bend on you, so be careful. I really hope I'm in frame. Oh, got that side pretty good. So now back here, we've got these grab irons here around the cab. I know you probably can't see a whole lot because of my fat fingers, but that's okay. Then the real tricky part of these is that they're at the first little stanchion along the boiler cladding also pops out. There's not much you can do. Now, I had to get the first one in to get this to pop into place, so you're going to want to make sure to do that. And turn it around here and get the other side. You can see there a little better how it looks prior. And there's that. It's almost. All right, there's that. Now, I'm going to have to pop that back out a little further so I can get the stanchion back into place. Let's a little further. There we go. And there we have it. All back into place. And then finally, before we flip this underneath, got to put the headlight boiler, the front of the boiler back into place. This is quite simple. There's a hole underneath, for a screw. So this pops in like that. So next we go to the bottom. There's 1, 2, 3, total of 4 screws I had to take out, plus this one here for the front bogie. But that's not entirely important at this moment in time. So first, we want to start with the one for the headlight shroud. These are all Phillips head. So, pop that into the tweezers like pop it into the tweezers like so, find the hole, and drop it in. I'll do that with the other front one here. I think it's this one next. These tend to roll around on me a little bit. All right, next we take our driver. Go ahead, tighten them down. Remember, you don't want to tighten down too much, otherwise you'll strip the screw and you'll never be able to get it back apart. So there we go. And I'll go ahead and hit the tube back here by the cab on either side of the drawbar. There, and since these don't quite have the same hole in them, we shall go and tighten it down right away. There we go. And one more. And there we go, shell is all the way back on. So next, to put the bogies back on, we'll start at the front. First, we've got to remove this screw again. And a little tweezer action. Nope, I think I still got a little more to come. Nope. Alright, so I did have to put this screw back in, so that one pop up and make a mess. So here we go with the front bogie truck. Pop that into its little hole there. Take your screwdriver, get it into the screw, and then find the hole. Tighten it down because that piece doesn't need to move at all. It has a little square pocket there. And now that is set. That is back in place. Next, we'll put the rear brake rigging back on here real quick. Real simple. Got 4 little holes it pops into. So, and it has the front are narrower than the rear. So, kind of helps you get the right orientation for it. And there's the brakes end. All right, now for the rear bogie. Well, that had to come out so I could, because I thought I needed to take that off. I did not, but it was nice to have it out of the way. So, once again, find the hole on the bogie truck for the screw. This might take me a minute. It's my tweezers. Son of a bitch. All right, let's try that again without pinging the screw across the room. I did somehow manage to find it. All right, there we go. Now I got the screw into the bogie, like I did with the front. Next, we want to make sure to hold the bogie in place and take the screwdriver. All right, there we go. Rear bogie is back into place. The T1 is mostly complete. The back side of the cab pops off. I guess if you want to put a crew in there, make it pretty easy access. So there we go. That is probably an overly complicated way to change the traction tire or replace the traction tire on a Broadway Limited Penzi T1. So, like and subscribe for more. I do have another one of these workbench videos coming soon. Hopefully, I just need to get decals. But in the meantime, happy training.